Hello folks, fellow YouTubers and friends, and welcome to Boomtown Laboratories, where we are dedicated to the research and development of the MOV0FE two-stage oscillator. We finally got all the bugs worked out of this escapement. Thing is running as smooth as silk. I'm going to demonstrate it here in just a few minutes, but what I want to do is walk around with the camera. Now I may have to edit this video and cut out some boring parts because I'm going to walk around and show different things, and then I'm going to bring it back and put it on the pedestal, tripod, and operate the thing and let y'all see how smooth it does work. So let's come on over here and go up to the slide mechanism that we discussed in the last video. Right there. As you can see, I put I don't know if you can see it or not, but I put some bushings on it so it didn't slide quite as much. I had about a 2 1/4 inch slide, and that was wasting a lot of energy, so I knocked it down to about right at 1/4 to 1/2 inch of slide, and it still seems like I'm overpowering it a little bit. I might have to cut that back some. Plus there's an angle in that yoke right there, and it seems to be giving me a minor little tiny bit of problem on one side but not the other. I've got another yoke that I've straightened out. I'll put that on later. Everything seems to be working great now though. Okay, let's go over here and discuss the counterweights that I was telling you about. The thing that was really causing it to hang up. All right, what was causing it to lock up, not hang up, lock up, was right here. Now, if you see the bicycle pedal sprocket, the weight of the push bar on the other side, as it would come down in its round motion, as it would come down, its own weight would help drive the machine. But there again, coming up on the other side, its weight would fight it. So I put the counterweights, and in fact, I made my last video showed me making these counterweights. I didn't need near as many as I thought. I only used a little bit less than half of those that I made, so I've got plenty left over. But this thing works fantastic. I mean, unbelievable. Now, let's come over here, and you'll see right here, let me get this back a little bit. I have a 2-line pulley system, okay? Now, this bottle has steel shot, the kind of steel shot they use for sandblasting steel. And there is exactly, I mean to the 1/2 ounce, 20 pounds in that bottle. The bottle and the steel shot together weigh 20 pounds. Now with a 2-part line, that means I'm pulling with 10 pounds of force against that sprocket up there. You can see that sprocket. Well, the cable's wrapped around it. So I'm pulling with a 10-pound force with 20 pounds on a 2-part line. Now the thing is, if the 20 pounds moves 2 inches, then if I was pulling with a single part line, it would be 10 pounds pulling for 4 inches. It's the same thing. Same thing. Okay, let's go ahead and operate this thing so y'all can see how well it works. And there we go. See if I can get this thing mounted up here real quick. Okay, maybe I can see that. All right. Try to stop the weight from coming down, slow the pendulum down just before it hits the ground. That way I can rewind it and let you see it again. Okay? So here we go. By the way, the pendulum itself is still empty. 20 pounds driving the pendulum at this point. If I put weight in it, it should require less energy to actually drive it, because it will be the same size and shape. It will have the same friction of air. So the heavier it is, the less energy it will take to keep it going. So if I'm driving it with 20 pounds now, I ought to be able to drive it with a whole lot less. There you go. You can see I'm not helping it at all. There it goes. Now it started off at 4 feet 10 inches at the bottom of the bottom. So you can count the number of times that it swings. And I'm going to try to stop it about 4 to 6 inches from the ground by just slowing down the pendulum. And then I'll rewind it and do it again. She's working great. She's coming up pretty close to about 80 degrees. Okay. I really like this type of pendulum, or rather escapement, for the simple reason that if the thing works good, it picks up the weight on the other end after I put the weight in the pendulum, then this will lend itself to rotary motion by a small DC motor, which I've got. I just need to get a rheostat for it. Okay, here we go again. We're going to start it off. That's about the same as before. 4 foot 10, 5 foot. Here we go. There we go. What do you think? Slicker than snot, huh? Oh shit, wait a minute. Back to the drawing board. Okay, she's on the ground. That jerking right there tells me that the 20 pounds is overpowering it, because otherwise, if it had exactly the right amount of weight, it wouldn't keep coming up here doing this. So I was actually overpowering it just a slight little bit, so probably about 19 and a half pounds would be better. All right. Everybody have a great day. We're going to put some weight in that pendulum and fire it back up this afternoon, see how it does then. Bye-bye.